Good morning and welcome to Breakfast Daily Weekend right here on Channel 1 TV with me, Inu Safo. How are you doing? It's a beautiful Saturday morning, isn't it? Well, we here at Channel 1 TV, we come your way with Breakfast Daily Weekend every weekend so that we can spice up your TV, tell you a bit of what's happening in and around town so you can pick and choose where to go. We'll also give you some home improvement tips, you know, little bits and pieces to improve your space and make your house feel indeed like a home. There's also a bit of sports later on. We'll also delve into the papers and what exactly they are saying for the weekend. Let me do a few promos. So we have The Blanksons. It's a drama series that is here on Channel 1 TV every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. It's a drama based on you know, probably Ghanaian homes and some comedy in there. And the repeats are on Tuesdays at 3 p.m., Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m., Fridays at 11:30 a.m., Saturdays at 7 p.m., and Sundays at 4:30 p.m. And it is a Channel 1 TV production. The Blanksons, proudly sponsored by Nasco Electronics, Lizzie Shito, Out Insecticide Mosquito Coil, and Everpack. So The Blanksons for you. Make sure you don't miss it. But if you do miss it on Thursday, the repeats are there throughout the week for your viewing pleasure. We also have the Wonder Spaced Show Season 2 showing, well, it started last week, and the children get to learn a lot. Not children alone, but adults as well. You get to learn a lot. How to make ice cream, how to go on a plane, how to fly a plane. How does a plane work? How do we make ice cream? How do we make kente? Okay, that was the first season, but yes. And the practicality of the things that they do, the children have fun as well as learn, as well as get to try new things. And so we're encouraging you to watch the Wonder Space Show every Saturday right here on Channel 1 TV. The Wonder Space Show right here on Channel 1 TV every Saturday. Season 2 has started airing. Wonder Space Show every Saturday on Channel 1 TV at 12 p.m. Don't forget, you can watch it with the kids because believe you me, you will learn a lot as well. Okay. Do remember that the show is live and interactive, and you can definitely send us your WhatsApp messages on 0204 447 033, 0204 447 033. Throughout the month of April, we are praying our hearts out to God to intercede for us in various levels, on various aspects of our lives as well. And so we're encouraging you to tune into City 97.3 FM, and from the 1st to the 30th we've been praying and we'll continue to pray Midnight Cry, which starts at 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. This is your day, 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Prayer Encounter, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. every weekday in April. So every weekday in April, tune in to 97.3 FM at these various times, from 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. for the Midnight Cry, 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. for This Is Your Day, and 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. for Prayer Encounter. It's also live on Facebook, and the number to call if you want more information is at the bottom of your screens as well. There's also family consecration, so that is to crown off the April prayer session, and the family consecration happens every 1st of May, and this time it's happening at the Oil Dome Royal House Chapel here in Accra. So come from far and wide, come and pray, come and renew your vows, come and pray again, because prayer is important, right? So this is happening from the Friday, 1st May, on Friday, 1st May 2026, 6 a.m. to 12 noon. The family consecration, Friday, 1st May 2026, 6 a.m. to 12 noon. That's where we get to crown all our prayers from the April prayer services. Okay. Now we're encouraging you to also eat Ghana rice, so eat Ghana rice, because when you do, you tend to feed a family. So you tend to sustain the livelihoods of farmers across Ghana. And so let your meal make a difference. Choose Ghana first. There's a variety of Ghanaian rice companies, and it's branded very well, and you might even think that it is the ones that you've been eating, but it's made in Ghana. So do make it a point to ensure that you eat Ghana rice so that you can sustain the livelihoods of farmers across our country. The Eat Ghana, Build Ghana campaign is in partnership with Agri Impact Limited, MasterCard Foundation, and the 24-hour Economy Accelerated Export Development. So eat Ghana rice, and let's enjoy Ghana rice. Alrighty. Let's delve straight into the papers, the weekend papers. I have The Spectator, your weekend companion. The Spectator, your weekend companion. Some of the stories you'll find there. The Biani court remands pastor mother for attempting to bury baby alive. Wow. The Biani court remands pastor mother for attempting to bury baby alive. Other stories you'll find: blending tradition with modernity, Nanoye Bampo's fashion identity. I have actually been loving her fashion since recently. On the back page of The Spectator, you have The Spectator Sports. Kireza's mission, not an ordinary one. Other stories: Dreams FC, Mediama SC clash in MTN FA Cup semi-finals today. I have the Daily Guide newspaper. Daily Guide stories you'll find on the front page. Court nullifies OSP convictions. NPP's Baba Amando granted a 30K bail. MPP's Baba Amando granted 30K bail. Tema aircraft crash investigative report ready May 29. Tema aircraft crash investigative report ready May 29. On the back page, U.S. Embassy urges tougher action against athlete trafficking. Again, U.S. Embassy urges tougher action against athlete trafficking. Lionel Messi acquires Spanish club Cornella in bold move into football ownership. And Caicedo signs new 7-year Chelsea deal. Greater Accra RFA gets new pickup to strengthen administration. Those are the stories on the Daily Guide. I have the Mirror, Ghana's most popular weekend paper. Stories you'll find: 80 years young, Joyce Ayi, icon of leadership and grace. So that story is on page 10. Okada riders complain about low fares on ride-hailing apps. Okada riders complain about low fares on ride-hailing apps. Spiritualist in court for money doubling scam. That story is also on page 3. On the back page, you have the Mirror Sport. Women's Premier League final, Hazaka's ladies, Ampim Dakwa renewed defining rivalry in Swedru, and in the MTN FA Cup semi-final. Inform Midiama face resurgent dreams, also happening in Swedru. All right, I have the Daily Graphic weekend special. Some of the stories you'll find on the Daily Graphic weekend special. Prosecutions must avoid personal scores. Chachu Chikata tells legal fraternity. Chachu Chikata tells the legal fraternity that prosecutions must avoid personal scores. Other stories on the front page: UCC professor develops device to detect unsafe food. UCC professor develops device to detect unsafe food. On the back page, WPL final, Hazakas Ampem Dakwa renew defining rivalry with title supremacy on the line. Again, Hazakas Ampem Dakwa renew defining rivalry with title supremacy on the line. Those are some of the stories you'll find on the Daily Graphic. Let me quickly go to channel1newsonline.com as well as citynewsroomonline.com, some of our portals, and bring you the stories that are making the headlines on those portals. Okay, I'm on channel1newsonline.com. Some of the stories you'll find: Mahama begins 2-day working visit to Northern Region. Other stories: Ghana's non-traditional exports hit $5 billion in 2025. Final report on Tema Microlight crash expected by May 29. And Kaswa Court convicts hairdresser for abusing 9-year-old boy. Apply your legal brain, resist yesa, masa orders, Afenyawakin tells judges. And Presec Alumnus leads 1.8 million Ghana cities renovation of Accra House. DVLA to arrest, prosecute fake DV plate users from May 4. MTN not stealing customers' data, that's according to the CEO. Awane Boama's son earns international math and science recognition, and OSP insists it does not require AG authorization, according to Sremsai. And Amidi says AG's posture in OSP case troubling. Court grants 30K bail to NPP's Baba Amado and Lake Bosomtre, risks losing biosphere status, WRC warns. Oh no. Akwete Airline shooting, family fumes over suspect's absence in court. Ghana ready to become investment hub. That's according to the trades minister. Impounded vehicles, we don't engage in fraud, and CFAO is responding to the DVLA's alleged accusation that some vehicles have been imported by them. Ghana Gas resumes full operations after emergency shutdown. All those stories you'll find on channel1newsonline.com. All right, let's go to citynewsroom.com. Citynewsroom.com. Some of the stories you'll find on our portal. CHAS warns schools may shut down over free senior high school feeding crisis. CHAS warns schools may shut down over free senior high school feeding crisis. Other stories: Mahama begins Northern Region tour today. Mahama begins Northern Region tour today. No premature declarations or campaigns, NDC tells aspirants. Other stories: if cases were void, why hand them over? Sinanu questions OSP ruling. Fabag, we're still opposed to publican AI system. And CFAO Mobility Ghana pledges cooperation with DVLA over impounded vehicles. Government designates Thursdays for World Cup fund pledges. Apply your legal brain, stay away from politics, Apanyamarkin tells judges. Drivers with fake expired DV plates to be arrested from May 4. Similar stories: GTEC suspends processing of institutional registration applications. And World Cup 2026, Saudi Arabia sack coach Hervé Renard. Charlie, the way we wanted that man that they didn't sack him early. They should have sacked him early. All right, I'm on GhanaWeekend.com. GhanaWeekend.com. Stories you'll find from Ghana Weekend on Ghana Weekend. Ghana Music No They Pay. Medical laments poor royalties system. Okyeame Lord Kenya rivalry birthed Ghana Music Awards. That's according to Okyeame Kwame, who turned 50 yesterday. It's not luck, it's God. Aloji credits Faith for his music journey. Other stories on GhanaWeekend.com. Sarkodie came through for me when I lost my phone. Allergy says so. Medical, I am still cool with Fela Makafui. Other stories, teaching dance is fulfilling and fun. Dr. Bright Terry Ufosu says so. Usually dance lecturer, pop dance is evolutionary. Okyeame Kwame, I came back to Ghana on God's instructions, and there's a video of Okyeame Kwame crying during a live interview on Channel 1 News where Samens was kind of eulogizing him and telling him about the goodness and the greatness that he has brought to Ghana music and the fact that he's still relevant over the years, and Okyeame Kwame was in tears. You can go on GhanaWeekend.com and watch that. Other stories, Okyeame Kwame celebrates Golden Jubilee with impactful legacy. I'll tell you more about that later today. PESA partners Great Mission International to support families. And Okyeame Kwame says winning Artist of the Year isn't difficult. Wife of Richard Niamakwe petitions IGP over alleged assault. So those are some of the stories on our portals. I think it's a good time to delve into some of the stories, and I'm going to start with the Mirror because I'm a woman and I see a woman on the front page. Joyce Ayi, an icon of leadership and grace. That story is on page 10. Let me quickly rush to page 10. A bit of the story, they're celebrating Joyce Ayi at 80. She celebrated her 80th birthday recently, and the story reads, at 80 she carries her years lightly but her legacy with unmistakable weight. In a nation shaped by moments of upheaval, reform and renewal, Joyce Rosalind Ayi stands as one of the enduring figures who did not merely witness history but helped to steady it. I don't feel 80, she says with a soft laugh, yet behind that remark lies a life defined by service, conviction and an unwavering sense of purpose. So Auntie Joyce Ayi has been featured in the Mirror, the weekend newspaper, and you can grab a copy and read it. There's also the story here, corn grits, Oblayu. Is Oblayu the big one? The one that you can taste the corn in it? Producers? Oh, you don't know? Is Oblayu the big one? Fime. Okay. So the Oblayu is a big one, right? My producers are telling me that they drink tea, they don't drink Oblayu. But there's a list of health benefits of corn in the Mirror newspaper, and so you can grab a copy and read. A bit of it is that corn has high amounts of vitamin B, which constitutes vitamin B constituents, thiamine and niacin, which is good for facilitating growth. It helps the body improve nerve health and cognitive functions, while niacin can prevent a series of problems such as dementia and dermatitis. Ekwegbemi is the big one. And this is the small ones. I prefer the big ones. But I mean, they're all nice, aren't they? It also prevents cancer, weight gain, minerals, and it prevents anemia. Hey, I'm going to look for corn to chew because it has a lot of benefits. Let me read a bit of this story. It says Okada riders are complaining about low fares on ride-hailing apps. Some commercial motorbike riders have complained that fares on ride-hailing apps are too low despite the convenience of the apps. This concern comes months after Parliament passed the Road Traffic Amendment Bill in December 2025, legalizing the operations and ride-hailing apps introducing commercial motorbike options along cars. The passing of the bill means that beyond booking motorbikes for package delivery on these apps, passengers can now request rides, often at a lower rate than the existing car options. In interviews with the Mirror in Accra last week, some of the riders said compared to the informal ways where they could quote their own prices, the structured manner of apps didn't allow that, resulting in very low fares. A trip from Tema Community 25 to Medina and Accra can take over an hour. Now imagine such a distance that is traffic prone, then fare will be like 65 Ghana cedis. Meanwhile, I would normally charge around 150 cedis for the same journey. Hey! 150 cedis from Tema to Medina. Wow. No wonder 65 cedis is a small fee for them. Interesting. That's a lot of money. Maybe I should change my profession and become an Okada driver. But I won't join an app because clearly you're not getting enough money according to them. Oh, that explains why they think there's not enough money. Because if you can state 150 Ghana cedis for your own fare, then definitely Kitobia app Nebima you complain about it. All right, I'm on the Daily Graphic. Daily Graphic Weekend Special. Let me go quickly to the top story. Prosecutions must avoid personal scores. A bit of that story. A legal luminary, Chachi Chikata, has called on members of the legal fraternity and the political divide not to use political power to settle personal scores through the pressing of criminal charges against innocent people. He described as desecration of justice his experience at the hands of the country's criminal justice system when he was convicted of a case he described as politically motivated for 5 years and left behind bars at the Nsawam medium security prison in Nsawam. And the story goes on and on. Let's move to page 13. A story has caught my attention there. UCC professor develops device to detect unsafe food. And the story says a professor of agri-food integrity engineering. I didn't know such a course existed. Ernest Tay and a team of researchers have developed an innovative food testing device that uses advanced sensing technology to detect unsafe food. The device is able to analyze the chemical composition of food without destroying the sample and is a breakthrough towards safeguarding consumption by the public. The handheld device scans the food item using light-based sensors, often near infrared spectroscopy, to detect hidden substances such as harmful chemicals, toxins, or adulterants that may not be visible to the human eye. When the device is placed close to a food product, it collects data from the sample and compares the results with information stored in its database to determine whether the food is safe or contaminated. Interesting. And so this will be a game changer because recently some women were arrested for adding dye. I'm trying to remember the name of the dye. Sudan dye to some foods, and apparently they had been warned prior to the arrest. They just weren't listening, and so they were finally arrested earlier this week for using Sudan dye in their foods. Regional spotlight. Because I'm Catholic, I'm going to read this story. On page 12, it says a sacred walk through Triduum. That's a 3-day journey. So for Catholics, when it's Easter, we go to church. We say Catholics are quite sorted, but there's a Triduum. So we go to church Holy Thursday, Friday, Saturday before the Easter Sunday. And so that is the Triduum. That story is here. Explains what the Triduum is and how important it is to us as Catholics. And this story is Joanna Kumi Raphael. And so you can get a copy and read that story. So yes, the highlights of the story. The Triduum is a 3-day observance that begins on Thursday evening and ends on Sunday, commemorating the passion, death, burial, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And so when you see Catholics during Easter walking through the principal streets with a cross, enacting the Passion of Christ, then Saturday we do something similar like that until Sunday. That's the Triduum. That's what we call it, a Triduum. All right, I'm on the Daily Guide. Stories I've already mentioned. There's a Ghanaian pastor and 2 others who have been arrested for fraud in Canada. I could do Canada. I could fraud. I'm serious. Let me see if I can find that story and read a bit of it. So a Ghanaian pastor and 2 accomplices have been arrested in Canada for the alleged roles in a large-scale fraud scheme that targeted funds meant to support vulnerable and homeless individuals. The suspects, Pastor Isaac Opom, 38, Richard Owusu, 27, and Cristiano Opom, 41, were arrested in the city of Vaughan in York Region in the Canadian province of Ontario. Now, they were charged alongside 12 other non-Ghanaians following a year-long investigation by the York Regional Police. And this story should be interesting. Tema aircraft crash investigative report ready May 29. If we remember that story where a light helicopter, as they called it, crashed into the Tema, Tema daycare school, and it claimed the lives of the two who were on board the aircraft. Fortunately, no kid or individual within the school was hurt, just those two that were aboard the aircraft. And the report is expected to be released on May 29, and so we'll be looking forward to that report because it'll throw a bit more light on why the same person has used that route severally. And on that day, this unfortunate incident happened. They have been buried, though, and we look forward to seeing that report and everything else in it. Hi.
Hi, Enosafo.
How are you?
I'm thriving by the grace of God.
You smell good. I can smell it from here. I'm perceiving your cologne.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Does this feel edible?
Ah.
You know, don't.
I get it. I get it. There's some colognes that smell. No, this one is more of like. No, it's not. It's not edible.
Oh, interesting.
It's not. It is not fruity. So
interesting. You know, there are times people. I remember back in the day, we had like this cafe diffuser, and it was really intoxicating for people. But others too come inside, and it's like the best thing they've ever smelled. And that's how come I'm getting ideas of, you know,
whether it's
smell
edible
that feel edible. Anyway, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I saw you read some of the headlines, and you know, it makes for really interesting, you know, listening and watching. And it's funny how this week has been a very busy week, heavy on the law, right? And just yesterday, we heard from the minority leader, my very good friend, I can say, Alexander Penyomaki. You know, and
address me properly.
Oh, it's always interesting because, you know, my issue with him happened at the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
You know, and it was at the time a lot of people felt, or the opposition at the time felt that the Supreme Court, in fact, they used to call them unanimous FC because they felt like anytime they take a case to the court, the ruling was going to be unanimous for the government of the day, which was MPP. And I was in court on Thursday to see that now the tides have shifted to an extent where now the opposition is rather blaming the court of being, you know, biased towards the government. And I'll just bring you the story, right? I don't know if you've gone through the big headlines on citynewsroom.com.
I have.
There's a story here I'd want to just read very briefly. Apply your legal brain, stay away from politics. Penyomaki tells judges. And sometimes you should just, when you see a headline, you should just read the comment on the story. And it will give you an idea of what people really make of it. But Minority Leader Alexander Penyomaki has urged judges to resist external influence and remain faithful to their independence and judicial oath in the performance of their duties. In a Facebook post on Friday, April 17, he warned members of the bench that their decisions would ultimately be subject to public scrutiny and historical judgment. And now this is quote. The story says, "Know that if you follow unseen instructions or act on yesa masa orders, you will be on your own. Your decisions shall be part of the public record, and posterity will judge you accordingly," he stated. He further called on judges to rely on their legal training and integrity in handling cases before them. He goes on to say, "Please apply your legal brain, common sense, and abide by your judicial oath. Your court is a court of justice. Article 296 must guide you," he added. The minority leader also advised judges to steer clear of political influence, stressing the need to maintain neutrality within the system, within the justice system. So, you know, this is a big story, and it comes at a time when the office of the special prosecutor is under intense pressure. People say it's the beginning of the end, right? And that his prosecutorial powers are being wrestled off him, and others have argued that the very essence of the office is its ability to prosecute on its own. Other than that, it becomes another entity just like the CID, right? So it's also for constitutional law enthusiasts or purists. It sets up an interesting spectacle. The High Court has already ruled. We are waiting for an interpretation by the Supreme Court in a case filed by Noah Adamte. So all is set for, I think, a constitutional showdown, and I'll be looking forward to it. I'm sure many other people will be looking forward to it. But what the fear is that it shouldn't degenerate, into partisan, MPP saying one thing, NDC saying another thing. It's in the interest of furthering our democracy, and we should embrace some of these challenges and expect the courts to do a proper and a thorough job on interpreting what all of this is about. So, yeah. Also this week, we got a new Black Stars coach.
Yeah, we did, huh?
I don't know what your thoughts are on him.
I don't know him, so I can't.
Do you know enough from him?
No, I don't. I don't know enough
Have you heard
from
his
him, so I
name
can't
before?
comment.
Oh, you hadn't heard his name
I
before?
didn't hear his name before. It's only when the people were putting names out there that I heard his name.
Who would you have, based on all the analysis you had within the period? I mean, you are very close with our sports guys. Who or which of the names, was more familiar to you? I'll say Kwesi Appiah.
No, because I knew Kwesi Appiah would not come back.
Really?
After what we did to him? No, let's say what they did to him, because I was in part.
Yeah, but
after what they did to him, I wouldn't come back either.
National service is, you can't really say no to serving your country.
Yes, you can.
Are you sure?
Yeah. If your peace of mind and your reputation has been soiled prior.
Yeah, but there'll always be people.
I would choose peace of mind over serving country anyway.
Yeah, but then that is not love for country. That's not devotion.
No, I love my country, but I love me more.
But you see, the idea of citizenship is not just.
So I should put my comforts aside and think of being
people
a citizen.
That is the essence of showing love for country.
Well, am I a freedom fighter?
You don't have to be, but in your own small way. But let's not digress. I think that, people put their lives down literally. Of course, not everybody can. But if you love your country, you should be willing to serve irrespective of what some people may have done to you in the past. The point is that there will always be those kinds of people. The Bible describes them as the Pharisees, right? There'll always be them. But, anyway, let me not digress. Oh, so you didn't think Kwesi Appiah was...
And I knew he wouldn't come back.
But he was the most familiar name you knew?
No, well, yes.
Because you don't know Paulo Bento.
No, I don't know any of the
names. You don't
know
Carlos Quiroz.
But I know that most people wanted Harvey
Renard. Did you know Harvey Renard?
I did not, but I did know that he was the Saudi Arabia coach at the time. Well, except now he's also been signed.
You know he worked in Ghana for the Black Stars.
When?
In 2008.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so is that why people were,
yeah, he had a decent stint. So he was a physical trainer, but like an assistant coach.
Okay.
At the time, our coach was Claude Leroy. Do you remember him?
I remember Claude Leroy.
The one with the hair like a wig, but
I remember Claude
French
Leroy.
guy. And we did quite well. We hosted the AFCON, and we reached the semi-final. We were beaten by Cameroon.
Yeah.
I was in the stadium for that game.
Yeah.
And the opening game as well. And I remember, Hervé Renard from that time a little bit, where he would come on the pitch, taking the players through their draws. From there, he would go on to become a very successful coach on the continent. He won the AFCON with Zambia, won the AFCON with Ivory Coast. So people felt like, having worked or started here in Ghana, he knew the system.
Right.
And the funny thing, after we appointed Carlos Quiroz, he's been sacked by Saudi Arabia.
I can't. Yesterday, I remember Abeku was talking about it on Newsfeed, and he was like, he can't imagine, why didn't they sack him earlier so that we could go for him?
But
so is it too late?
But can we even afford him? That's the big question we need to ask
You
ourselves.
don't think he would have taken what Carlos is taking?
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
Carlos Quiroz is out of his peak. He's 73 years.
In Okyeame, we have made a mistake.
See, I want to be very optimistic, right? One thing I don't do in my practice of journalism and broadcast is to talk down on, the country.
Right.
I am a firm believer of what politicians will say is collective responsibility. So once we agree, or our leaders we put in positions decide that this is the way forward for us, I believe that we all need to come around and support. Of course, you can critique, but eventually you have to support. So if the GFA, despite all of my criticisms against them, come together and say, this is the guy for the job, we'll support him and hope the team does well. That is love for country. But we can also criticize and say, based on certain decisions you've done in the past and a certain level of track record on your tenure, you are an incompetent administration. But in that same breath, you can also say we'll support the coach. So I want him to do well. Am I optimistic he'll do well? Yes. Do I think we have what it takes to do well? To an extent. Do I feel like the FA will give him a free hand to do well? That is why I have a big question mark. So we'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes.
But he coached Manchester United as an assistant coach.
Oh, okay.
And he was head coach for Real Madrid.
Let's see how that
So he comes with some pedigree. Onya Abofradem.
And Abofra it's how he'll coach our stars.
Not even like Abofra as in a child, but like
like in his field,
he has experience.
He has a wealth of knowledge.
But 73 to 20, that's my other thing. Like, say they can dribble you, they can pass, you go for me, when he's speaking to you, you understand it.
He'll be fine. I'm sure they'll respect him enough not to frustrate his work.
People say on paper, he is the most high-profile coach in terms of name, recognition, and pedigree, right? Because all the coaches we've had in the past, as of the time they were coming, they were not really. So maybe Otto Pfister was there. I don't know if you remember him. You remember Otto Pfister?
Yes.
Not the phenomenon of sagging your pants. There was somebody
called Otto Pfister.
I've been told that he brought the name or the term Otto Pfister to mean Otto Pfister because his pants were always
sag.
Exactly. So he was a coach for the Black Stars at a point. We had Ratomir Dukovic, who took us to our first World Cup in 2006. Then we had Milovan Rajvac, who took us to the 2010 World Cup. We did quite well there. We've had quite a number of coaches.
Why didn't we stay with Milo? He wanted more and we couldn't afford it.
Milo 2010, I'm not sure the circumstances that led to his exit, but he went and he came back. And he took us to one of the AFCONs. Shogum Potogum. We were playing football like Monday Stars. He was old. The football had left him, but we still went for him. It didn't really work out. We had to sack him again. And now we've gone for a 73 or so. I don't know.
Now Ghana football now needs a complete overhaul.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah. So
the stories are done. Oh, the TJMA has revealed the theme for this year's red carpet.
What's the theme for the red carpet?
A touch of glitter. I thought they didn't have a location for it. They had lost their location or what? I read
so where is it being held at?
I don't know.
Who are the Artist of the Year nominations again?
We'll have to call Fifi for that. I don't have it off the top of my head.
But Sarkodie is in there for sure.
Probably, I'm not too sure.
Black Sheriff is also in there.
I'm not too sure.
No, Black Sheriff.
I can't confirm.
No, Black Sheriff has to be in there. Why Black Sheriff is not there? Then like, what's the point?
They'll give it to you.
Probably Medical is in there as well. Which gospel artist had a really great year?
Wouldn't it be
It's
Dinah?
like a 2-hour race between Dinah and Joe Metal. Right. But who are you tipping to win?
I have to see the list first.
Oh, let me just put the list for you.
Put the list.
There's not any giddy thing. But what I know for sure is that there's Black Sheriff in there. There's Sarkodie in there as well. Artist of the Year, right?
Yeah.
Artist. All right, so, hey, Charlie, already now people are firing articles. So, why Wendy Shea is the definitive 2026 TGMA Artist of the Year?
So is she in?
I suppose. All right, so this is a full list.
Okay.
So there's Black Sheriff, there's Medical, there's Stoneboy, there's Wendy Shea, there's Sarkodie, and there's Dinah Hamilton. That's a tight list, right?
Wow.
Oh, you don't agree?
I said wow. Like I'm
No, wow, as in like shock wow or wow.
Wow. Wow, as in the list is tough.
It's really tough. It's
a tight category.
It's really
It'll be
tough.
interesting to see who comes out. I can't choose. I think they're all good.
So Black
I think they
Sheriff,
all
Medical,
deserve it.
Stoneboy, Wendy Shea, Sarkodie, Diana Hamilton. So we have 2 ladies
I feel like Black Hole would take it.
and 4 gentlemen. Stoneboy also had a good year.
Charlie, yeah.
Some way.
Everybody.
But why is Shatawale not part?
I don't think he put out.
Because he had like the biggest concert we've ever seen in this country.
It's not about concert too.
But all of
I
it
mean,
is
it's not only
part.
about concert.
Yeah, but he has a lot of music.
You're just a Shatawale fan. It's okay.
I'm not even a Shatawale fan like that. But, you know, the funny thing, when you go to Shatawale concerts, like, there are certain songs you've never heard before.
But his core fans know it.
They sing A to Z.
Exactly.
And they even take the pause. Like when he goes like, huh? They also do, huh? When he goes, pam, pam, pam. Like they know exactly.
Where all the
Stop.
All right, on that note, we'll be right back after this with one of our favorite segments of the show, What's Happening? Don't go away.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kale Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kale Charcoal Toothpaste. Kale Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo kendini ehu behia se metwa sapapadia to ama me manfo Kale Charcoal's natural ingredients eno bo me se ho ban e ma ne sren ne sanso mama hotoso e wo bedwam.
Kale Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kale Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kale, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Are you planning to relocate from your company office or house, whether across cities to another town or halfway around the country? You want a moving company you can depend on to get you there? Let me introduce you to Logistics Movers. We are here to help you every step of the way, from planning the move to unpacking the last box and settling into your office or home. We have the expertise, experience, and market understanding and offer fast, reliable, and professional transportation services in Ghana. Our main thrust is to successfully move your business, household items safely, on time, and hassle-free. You can call us on 0246 833 539 or 0244 342 465. You can also send us an email to info@logisticsmovers.com or check our website www.logisticsmovers.com. Why expose your company or household items to theft or damages when you are relocating if it's avoidable? Logistics Movers, we help you relocate.
I'm ready to give it my all. My talent, dedication, heart, everything for this journey. What's all this?
Welcome to the Breakers.
You need more than a rhythm to survive these phases.
Every day, across Ghana, stories unfold. Stories of hope, struggle, courage, and progress. At Channel 1 TV, we tell your story with truth and heart, giving voice to the people, holding power to account, and empowering change that moves our nation forward. Channel 1 TV, telling your story, empowering change.
there. Welcome back to Breakfast Daily Weekend right here on Channel 1 TV with me, Inusafo and Duncan. As usual, the show is always live and interactive. Go on our social media pages, hashtag Breakfast Daily Weekend, or you can send us your WhatsApp messages 0204-447-033. That's one of our favorite segments of the show, What's Happening? And we're starting off with none other than Okyeame Kwame at 50. So we here at Channel 1 TV and City FM believe that he has weathered the storm. Of course.
It be today.
It be today. He has weathered the storm.
Would they do that till today?
Yeah, man.
Plus 233
Jazz bar and grill.
and grill. Somebody say if you don't add the grill, it's not part. Charlie. No, Okyeame Kwame.
Okyeame Kwame, okay at 50.
Did you listen to him on breakfast show yesterday?
Yes, when he was tearing up. I actually watched him on
Charlie,
YouTube.
the people they start with, then they sleep for Okyeame Kwame studio. Charlie, some of them,
Yeah.
large.
And some have died, but
Charlie.
yet here he is
What's your favorite
at 50.
OK
He doesn't
song?
look 50. I'm patiently waiting for Bra Kwame. I don't need no money. Hearts are in harmony. That's a very nice song.
I didn't know
He has
his.
so many songs to choose from. Like I can't pick and choose my favorite.
You know, he has
So
like some
many
song that that recounts life abroad as a hustler of a sort. I've forgotten the title.
Can you sing it or hum it? So that
I'm
we can
confusing it with Sarkodie's
we can use
Boga Boga,
Google.
but Woso.
Woso Komnugu.
Woso.
Hianigu.
You know, I didn't know it was his own experience. You know, there's a line that says, you know, Akwa Bruchia, Hasso, blah, blah, blah. Then, you know, you come to town and like.
Bismarck should look for that song and play it for us.
Oh.
Woso Tainigu. Woso Hianigu. Woso Komnugu. Wait now, who
You know, it was really popular. And my favorite thing about him is that he's transcended generations, right? So those who started listening to like rap music from the late 90s to the early 2000s, then by the 2010s, when Sarkodie and the rest, you know, came on the scene, it became like a different game altogether. But he was still relevant then.
Yeah.
You know, having started with Lord Kenya in the late 90s up until the 2010s, when there was a new like shape to rap music, but he was still like delivering hits. I think he put out also around that time. Up until 2026, we still mention him, we still play songs. I think he's lived a full life.
Do you know when I first saw him?
When?
I was young, I was in Kumasi Foxtrap. And when he came here for his interview, I told him, he's like, hey, what did he say? And I was like, because it was him, that time they were, it was him and Okyeame Kofi. What was their collective name? Was it Brad? Okyeame, yes, together. And they were on stage performing, not inside the club, but outside. And I got to see them. Simply riveting, simply breathtaking. They later go on to, you know, go their separate ways. And Okyeame Kwame is still relevant. Charlie? This is the song you were talking about.
Yeah.
Hey. Wonderful people, what your invitation? Only bank statement, what your imitation? Oh yeah, what's in Norway? No way. Hey, there was a dance to this thing. What's your shimmy do?
No, the guy will do.
Hey, hey.
So it's an all-white party.
All-white party, and the good thing is that proceeds from this are going towards the construction of a pediatric ward.
Will you be there?
I will definitely be there. I can't miss it. I can't miss it for nothing. Okyeame Kwame. And it's a night of 50 songs. So okay at 50, a night of 50 songs and love. It'll be amazing. And there are a lot of artists also coming up. So yes, if you haven't gotten your ticket, it's 1,000 CDs regular and 1,500 Ghana CDs premium. So the numbers to call 0240-341-678, or you can visit www.okworld.com.gh for more. 0240-341-678, or visit www.okworld.com.gh. 1,000 CDs regular, 1,500 premium, and all those proceeds are going into the construction of the pediatric center at the, I think, Menchia Government Hospital. And so he's giving back to society. Starts at 7 p.m. today at the Plus 233 Jazz Bar and Grill. Plus 233 Jazz Bar and Grill. 1,000 CDs, 1,500 CDs, and lots of artists.
Are tickets still on sale? I was thinking by now.
Well, I haven't heard it. Probably is, but I mean, you can still check if there are tickets available. But there's going to be a host of other artists before Okyeame Kwame finally graces us.
Amazing.
He looks good for 50.
I love the fact that he's, doing this, right? Some people just celebrate for celebrating sake, but he's leaving a legacy, and I think that's important. I had someone say yesterday on the show that, a lot of people started, but not everybody could complete it, right? We've not even said that he's completed this, but it just shows his grit and his determination. And I love the fact that you're able to celebrate people while they're still around, while they're still, relatively young. 50 is quite young. They say life begins at 40.
At 40.
So he's only 10 years, in this journey of life. So we are grateful to him. And a lot of the time, some of his songs have also championed social good, right? So when he does a song on "I'm Made in Ghana," right? Everybody is doing any nationalistic, themed event. They play that song there, reaffirms our belief that this country can be good, that good things come out of this country. So I'm grateful to him for obeying the call. He said that he was in, I think, the US hustling as a second child. Then he heard a voice, "You're being a fool.
Come home.
Come home. Come home.
Come home."
So he obeyed the call.
Yeah.
At least as he had it. And we are grateful that he's been. I want to say his music has touched everybody has said an Okyeame Kwame song. In this, you can't tell me that you've been in Ghana and never heard a song before, or never even danced to a song before. People have sung his song at weddings, people have sung his songs to inspire people. So we wish him well. I think that he's been one of our finest over the years, and I'm excited. I'm excited for what the next 20, 30 years will look like for him. Yeah. So the team is actually building a pediatric emergency center at the Menchia Hospital.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing.
Taking me to London. So the 1,500, that's where it's going to. I feel like this should have been done at a bigger space, because I feel like I don't know, maybe they have, because I've been to Plus 233 Jazz Bar and Grill, and I know that they
want to probably curate the experience, right?
Well, probably.
If they wanted to do that at a bigger place, I'm sure they could.
He could have, yeah. So probably they just want a few people, but
more intimate. It's better that way, right?
Okay, at 50. It will be fun. We will be there. We hope to see you there. So do join us for OK at 50. We'll see you there. We'll see you there. We'll see you there. It's all white, by the way, right? All white. All right. Let's move on. There is a tema. This one you have to mention it too. Tema plejo. Oh.
Are you asking me? Oh, yeah. I'm not from Tema, so I don't know.
But it's Ga. Tema plejo or plejo.
Yes.
Beach Party 2026. Plejo. Beach Party. Don't laugh at me.
What does it mean? Okay, you obviously won't know.
Really?
You obviously won't know. Actually, I'm sorry. I retract my question.
Please do. Okay, so I say we hear it's kind of like a festival, and it's Classic Event Hub is presenting a beach party at S Beach, Tema New Town Harbour Road, and it's happening today. And they're going to be surprise guests, DJs, MCs throughout the night. And so come and dance your sorrows and your problems away at the Tema Plejo beach party.
Is it their version of Soloku? Do you know Soloku?
You and this your Soloku thing. Soloku.
So, our friends in Tema, please have fun. You know, it's been a stressful week, at least from my end, right? From where I sit. I don't know about you, but if you're looking to cool off, then you can go to the Tema Pelejo Beach Party 2026, happening at the Tema Newtown Harbour Road at exactly, I think it starts at 5, you know, this Saturday, actually today. So promises to be fun. Just be a part of this really exciting event.
And it's 50 CDs.
It's easy.
Just 50 CDs. Alrighty, there's today our producers, so they are trying as per which one to use this? Ku Kyoto. I called Japan. Ku Kyoto is a musical production in Gomazi, Africa, presenting a musical production at the National Theatre, 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. And it's happening today, Saturday, as well as Sunday, 19th April 2026. 50K VIP, 30K adults, 20K children? I'm confused. What's 50K? Like 50,000 Ghana cedis? Or, I better go, you call the number. Let me know. Call the numbers and then they can clarify the 50K, the 30K, and the 20K. Am I confused, Kaka? Because K in our language means 1,000, right? But maybe from where they're coming from, K could be 20 CDs, 30 CDs, or 50 CDs. So just call the numbers and let's clarify before I give you wrong information. But this is happening at the National Theatre, 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. It seems it's like a by the fireside kind of event, so it's going to be fun. So definitely do try that out and let me know. Tickets are available at the National Theatre itself, as well as New Life Church, Kirika. All right, that's Kyoto, or Kyoto, Kyoto. We have TEDx Techiman 2026, and it's a locally organized TEDx event bringing together bold thinkers, innovators, and change makers to share ideas that matter. And the theme is Bridging Ideas, Building Futures. And this event explores how ideas, when shared, challenged, and acted upon, can shape communities, industries, and the future we want to see. So this is what you're supposed to be expecting. And if you've ever been to a TEDx or watched, you know what to expect or what to expect. So inspiring talks from diverse speakers, powerful stories and fresh perspectives, meaningful networking opportunities, and a community of forward-thinking individuals. Do you know anybody on the flyer? Because I be you dear.
What do you mean by media?
Yeah,
Actually,
you always know somebody on the flyer.
Actually, no, but yeah, I want to believe that these are change makers in their own rights, doing unique stuff individually. So when, these minds converge, something really great comes out all the time. So yes, Bono Chimpim Hall in Techiman. Have you been to Techiman before? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've been to Techiman before.
Yeah. So TEDx always a great platform on earthing really, really brilliant minds, and I'm sure this will not be any different.
Yeah, and it's happening in Techiman, as you said, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. 100 Ghana cedis per seat. That's the number to dial to grab your tickets. Alrighty. Those are some of the things happening in and around town. Pick and choose. I will be at OK. I don't know where you will be. Jude and I will be at OK, right? Why are you laughing? Oh, don't.
Of course.
Better. We'll be at OK at 50 because, what better way to celebrate a legend of music than to be there physically so that we can come and tell you about it next week. So on our show. And then when we say come, you'll come. All right, we'll be right back. There's more for you on the show. Don't go away.
world where digital media is taking over, one conversation is bringing the past, present, and future of media together. The Africa Media Bureau invites you to a one-day media convergence conference uniting faculties of media and communication studies, industry practitioners, regulators, and technology partners across Ghana. Theme: Media Convergence in Ghana, rethinking traditional media in a digital-first era. A bold conversation on how traditional media and digital technologies are transforming media practice and education. Date: 29th April 2026. Time: 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Venue: La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, Accra. If you are a senior media practitioner, a CSO engaged in media advocacy, or a lecturer or trainer in media management, this conference is for you. WhatsApp 0503-332-375 to register. Be a part of the conversation shaping the future of media. The Africa Media Bureau One-Day Media Convergence Conference is powered by the Africa Media Bureau in association with the School of Information and Communication Studies, University of Ghana, Legon, and it's proudly sponsored by MTN, Haptel, Margins Group, and GCB Bank. The Africa Media Bureau One-Day Media Convergence Conference, connecting minds, transforming media.
No power. Another year is here. A new beginning. A fresh opportunity to draw closer to God and to one another. This family month, your family radio station, 97.3 CDFM, invites you and your loved ones to something truly special. The 2026 Family Consecration Service, a sacred gathering where families come together in prayer, faith, and unity. It's a moment to dedicate your home to God's loving care, to seek His protection, His guidance, and His peace over every household. Come and experience divine connection as we pray for strength, restoration, unity, and direction for our families. Married couples will also have the opportunity to renew their vows, reaffirming love, commitment, and purpose. The date is Friday, the 1st of May, 2026, from 6 a.m. to 12 noon. The venue is the Oil Dome, Royal House Chapel, Accra. Bring your entire family and come expectant. And let's commit our homes into God's hands. 2026 Family Consecration Service is powered by 97.3 CDFM with support from Channel 1 TV, because the family that prays together stays together.
Calls me in the power for Christ the solid.
Heartbreak hurts, but how do you move on without becoming bitter? This week on Lifeline, join Bishop Fred Kranchemensa and his guest, Professor Osafo-Edu, as we begin the conversation on healing after heartbreak, moving on without bitterness. How do you let go of the pain without losing yourself in the process?
Welcome to Lifeline. This is where psychology meets with theology to try to offer explanations to life and to help you to rise above the challenges of sin.
Right.
And how to move on from that experience.
Okay.
We want to see, Prof, let's begin by talking about the impact of heartbreak. If it happens, the impact of heartbreak on the mind and on our emotions.
Anytime you speak to somebody who will sharply cut in and say, I do not want you to bring this up, I don't want it, that is a manifestation of a repressed, painful issue.
Lifeline airs every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. prompt, only on Channel 1 TV.
Hello, I'm Dr. Arthur, and I'm so glad to be sharing my fond memories with you regarding my being with Okyeame Kwame. Early on, we knew that as a musician, you have to be dressing in a particular way, talking in a particular way, moving around with some people and that sort of thing. But Kwame came into the game and broke all that. In the first place, he was the first rapper to have married a university graduate. Also good, Annie went on to do her master's, and now she's got a lot of certificates to her credit. He is working to rehabilitate the children's ward in Mencia Hospital. I am praying that everybody will be interested in this project. In fact, that is what he has all the time. He likes giving out. I think we all remember his hepatitis program, the kind of wonderful things that he did. This is a repetition. He is definitely going to help the children.
Welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily Weekend right here on Channel 1 TV. I'm Jude Duncan. And Osafo is here. Also our guest, Selam the Dreammaker, in studio as well. And we're having a conversation. It's now time for our lifestyle segment. I know there's a new high-rise building right near Spintex. It's very similar to Villaggio. Now it has like kente patterns. And when I look at it from the, sometimes you can see the Spintex Road from the motorway. I don't know if you it's so beautiful. Last morning, when I was coming to work very early in the morning at dawn, I saw like the aerial view of it. Oh, fantastic. I'm like, if every high-rise in Ghana was minded to like do right by their choice of colors, like the building, Accra would be a very nice place.
They should call Cello.
People should stop using tiles and tins and tarazo be. They should do the two. So that we can look like, the Chicagos and the rest.
So Duncan,
thank you.
Look like Chicago.
Singapore, somebody will do a nice building and they're going to use tiles to just do the work outside.
Ghanaians, well, it looks like one thing, most of the builders and the homeowners do not like to spend on professionals. And then there's also the aspect of Ghanaians not liking adventure. People don't want to take any risk. People don't want to try anything new. I want to wait for Eno to do it first to see if it's nice.
Then I'll do it.
Exactly.
But you offer consultancy for like, if somebody had a high rise and they wanted to, design the exterior, do you do all of that as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nobody wants to take any risk. I want to do it first. Then I'll also do something. Until then.
Amazing.
Until then, that is what is actually part of the reasons why we are seeing all these.
So we're talking installation mistakes that ruin expensive homes.
Yes.
Off the top of my head, I'm thinking, are we talking about like where we place our sockets, or what are we talking about?
No, still on flooring. Actually, we're still wrapping up. We're wrapping up on a discussion on flooring.
Okay.
So some of the installation mistakes, we've come all the way to tiles, and yes, now we want to look at, apart from choosing the tiles, now what else actually can go wrong? Right, so another mistake most of the time that happens has to do with after selection. Now the installation bit, a lot can go wrong.
It's not just laying.
Okay, so lay and see it.
Yeah, so you have a square like the newspaper, and then if the tile is 50 by 50, you just lay and go.
Just do it.
Because there are sometimes people like will lay a carpet in a room.
Yeah.
And you can just tell that it wasn't well done. Some place to look puffy, some other place to look very straight, some other place to look very crooked,
Exactly.
And I'm like, is it that difficult? Because if you've been doing this work for God knows your entire life.
We like cutting corners.
We like cutting corners.
So take different quotes and take the cheapest.
Yes. I'm not saying you don't do DIY. You can do DIY, but learn how to do it better. Learn how to do it better. If you always want, I'm also not saying cheap things are not. I mean, don't go for affordability. Do you get it? But there are certain things. The cheaper it is, the more costly, the more risk you are taking.
Right.
Cheap things, especially when it has to do with craftsmanship and creativity. I mean, if you don't take care, the cheaper ones will cost you even more later. If you don't take care, the cheaper options will cost you even more later. Because mind you, aside the design bit of selecting and choosing what will fit and blah, 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 the installation bit is another aspect of the crafts. Do you get it? How to even get it right. Sometimes, yes, you are talking about square tiles, and if it's 50 by 50, you just put it down and...
Let me put you on the spot. I was listening to a radio station on Friday.
Yeah.
But obviously not City FM, and a big radio station also. And they were seriously criticizing Ghanaian artisans. You know, they said that now, if you needed a carpenter, if you needed a mason, you are better off getting some of these guys from, and they mentioned Togo, right? If you needed, and you've heard it too.
Actually, I've heard it, yes.
You know,
last weekend.
You know, they say if you needed a Tyler, like, go get someone from Togo. You know, if you need, like, so with almost all of the jobs, it looks as though the foreigners were doing it better than us. Is it you are in the space?
That is what we are facing. That is what we are facing as it stands now. It's not as if we don't have professionals in the country. There are, but I mean, there are different reasons actually that is causing people now preferring to bring artisans from Togo and wherever. One thing is, I mean, honestly, every person in the construction industry will tell you the workers and artisans actually are the most difficult to deal with. Yes, every person in that industry is stressed because of artisans.
Like, so POP and all of those things.
Yes, the stress level is actually, yes, I have clients who are also difficult, but artisans, I tell you, you need some level of patience and emotional intelligence. If not, you will go crazy.
Wow.
Yes, it is either they're not getting it right. I mean, they're not getting the craft well. They're not doing it per your standard.
Because they know.
Exactly. A lot of the time, most of them do not want to actually go beyond what they know. Yes. So the moment you try stretching them, they start agitating and attacking you, and you are difficult, blah, blah, blah. They don't want to try new things, like I was saying. Yes, they know the basics and all. So once you're trying to give them something extra, or you want to instill a certain standard, that you face it from them. Another thing is commitment to their work and their loyalty. It's either they're stealing from you, or you give them work, they start, and 3 days they vanish. You don't see them. You call them, where are you? Oh, boss, I went to Kumasi for some food. No, I'll be back next week.
It is professionalism, is work ethic.
Work ethics, commitment to the work, and then even how to even do the work yourself. Yes.
So the technical part of it too, they lack it.
Oh, quite a lot of them.
So do you also get people from Togo to do your work for you?
Not really. I have worked with some of them before, but it's. I mean, I haven't gotten to the point where I want to import all my workers from Togo. No.
So it's a problem. And it's true that it's happening.
It is.
Wow.
If I go home right now stressed, about 90% of the time is because of the workers.
It's an artisan class.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. So how do we change this narrative, right? And this is still the conversation I'm having, because flooring is part of the works all these artisans do. So now the challenge is that there's a lack of commitment to excellence.
Yes.
You know, specifically among some of these artisans.
Yes.
So the question is, how do we change this? Should we bring them to Asento for training, or we have to have a national conversation?
I think they all do count. You see, it looks like in our part. Well, I don't also want to say in Togo, but from what I'm seeing, a lot of the work, some of these workers on one side are not that exposed. That is one of the causes. I believe a lot of them are not so exposed like that. those who are also exposed and also have some level of arrogance and some level of, you see, which makes it difficult to work with them. Yes. As for training, yes, they do really need training on ethics, professionalism, even on the craft itself, the technical aspect of it, which I can see some private companies organizations actually taking that up, which that's one thing this year, that's one of the things we wanted to do, to actually train them. Yes, I don't think we can lump everything to the government, which is not possible. At least the good thing is private organizations are taking on. Yes, we should. I think another thing is we should also encourage them. Some of them are ready to learn. We should encourage them to also upgrade, learn how to upgrade. I mean, upgrading here, you don't necessarily have to go and sit in the classroom. Nobody's asking you to go and take a degree. Upgrade your skills, upgrade yourself, learn new things. You get it?
They're stuck in their old ways,
right? Exactly. Learn new things, because our industry thrives a lot on trends. Every day, every new day, there's something new coming. And you can't tell me you want to fix a WC the same way you've been doing it over 20 years ago.
Right.
Do you get it? So, I mean, it's quite a lot of things all together. We all have to be. I mean, the good thing is some of them are ready to learn. Some of them are ready to go to school. Some of them are, seeking opportunities to upgrade themselves. Yes. So, which I think is quite a good start. Anyway. So
you know, this week as well, Africa Education Watch, Kofi Asare put together a report on, basic education in this country.
Yeah.
Talked about the challenges within the sector, feeding, capitation grant, issues around textbooks, and how that is directly impacting education outcomes. I also heard him talk about how practical education is on a decline. So they teach the theory. When it's time for practicals, there's no money for them whatsoever to be able to embark on practicals. Yeah. So they've taught you how to cook rice.
But you have not.
But you've not actually cooked rice. And it took my mind to some of our technical schools in the country.
Yeah.
I don't think we pay attention to a lot of these technical, colleges of education in this country. And every now and then you hear teachers going on strike. You're wondering, so if you go to a technical school for like half the term, teachers are on strike, like what are they teaching them? And these are the people who come out and you expect them to be able to have like some technical knowledge on plumbing, on all of these.
Tiling and all of
so that. I think at the national level too, we need to really look this, because it's concerning for me that as a Ghanaian, we can't take pride in saying that our artisans are some of the best out there. At this point, you should be probably thinking of exporting some of them. So it's sad that simple things like laying out a carpet, we can't figure it out. I don't know.
Anyway, you tell an artisan, I want you to arrange the tile this way. I want you to use this pattern, or I want you to cut it this way. You come back and then he's done a different thing.
And that's cost, right?
Why did you do it this way? I thought if I do it this way, it's not going to look nice.
I thought, can you imagine?
It's not going to
assumed. With your money, somebody's assumed with your money.
It's not going to look nice. I said, do it this way.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Anyway, I mean, so these are some of the. I think all over. It's actually a general problem we're facing in Ghana. If you go online, one thing I really like to do a lot is reading and watching reviews from the diasporans or people who visit Ghana. It's something I do a lot, and at least one of the negative things almost all of them keep hammering is work ethics in Ghana. Yes.
We are too laid back.
Exactly. And I mean, when you go to the hospitality industry, I mean, waiters are not blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's so true.
Exactly.
It's so true. My friend came from the UK, and he, for the life of him, couldn't believe, his experience at the bank, and he's thinking that like a bank should be like the peak of professionalism and watching TikTok.
You know what? I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I haven't seen those things in What are they?
This,
yes, the things in the
things,
white stuff
those
in
are
them.
called spacers.
Okay.
So when you are laying tiles, when you are laying tiles, there are going to be hard joints in between because you'll be putting together. Yes. So you have to ensure that the joints the spaces in between are equal. Yes, and they are measured. So the spaces actually come in different thickness. Yes.
Hey, Salam, I don't think I've seen.
There are. Maybe you've not gone to the site at that stage.
At that stage.
Yes,
so it's used.
It's
because
there.
I feel like they're all together.
No.
Yeah.
So after putting in the spaces and leaving in the gaps, right, you want to ensure that it is the same. So you buy maybe 2 mm spaces. They come in different sizes.
Oh,
You
right.
buy 2 mm spaces and then you use it across. Do you get it? Now, when the spaces in between, after you finish laying the tiles, you remove them, and then that is where you apply grout.
The white thing.
Yes, it's not always white. They also come in
other
colors.
colors, okay.
Yes, that is where sometimes the wrong selection of the color for the grout, you get it. The tile is white, and then you choose a different color. I mean, maybe gray. I'm not saying you can't use gray. Yes, but they all give different effects. So if you're not careful, yes, so some people want to go the safe way, white tiles, white grouts. The white grout and white tiles usually ends up hiding. You get it? You don't really see the lines that much.
Oh. Is there a reason why we leave spaces between tiles? Can't they just be put together? Or that would be a mistake?
That is why they're not together. You get it? That's why they are not together. Now your job is to bring them together. You can put them as close as you want. You get it? You can put them as close as, if you look at what is on the floor here, you see the gap here is very tiny.
Yes.
As compared to what's in the picture.
Yeah.
You can put them as close as you want. But no matter what, there will still be the joints, the lines in between. You get it? They'll still be, so for us, they are different. You are bringing different tiles together. You're still going to have those lines. You just have to find a way to manage them. Yes, to either look appealing. Yes, sometimes they don't get it right. Either the finish and it looks crooked.
Oh my word.
Yes.
In that instance, you have to take everything off?
I mean, it's up to you to determine whether you're ready to go through the
And then that means you have to buy new tiles?
Sometimes, because removing them means in some instances,
they'll break.
A lot of them will break.
Oh, Lord.
Wow. What would you say is the most difficult part of installation?
The most difficult part, I would say sometimes getting the alignment right. Getting the alignment so that sometimes the room you are tiling is not even, right? This side is longer than this side. Do you get it? Sometimes another thing is, so if you have that issue, making sure you are going to get starts and then get it aligned. If not, you finish and it will look a little bit slanted. Yes, so the alignment.
Wow, it's not going to do school fees. That's why you get to your calculation wrong. Anyway.
Yes. Yes. So getting it right, getting it to look is really aligned is one issue, and then another thing is when you choose the wrong size of the tile, right? You have a very small room, but you go ahead and choose large tiles. Okay. Large tiles. At the end of the day, it means you have to cut the tiles. You have to cut it all the way small. Now, cutting it if you don't take care, now it's going to make the tile, after installing them, it's going to make them look uneven. Yes. So if you don't get the cutting right, that also requires a lot of precision. If not, you finish and you realize most of the tiles look very, very uneven and unaligned. That is one thing about tiles. Yes. You have to get the cutting right. So it's either you get the size for the space right. If not, you end up doing a lot of cutting and joining here and there, which will end up destroying the entire look. Another costly mistake mostly is also the uneven surface. Most of the time, when before in one of the tiles, they had actually applied mortar. It's actually screeding before they were putting the tiles on, like this. Yes, mostly you have to do screeding first, and then you apply the tile cement and then all the chemicals on the ground. Now, if you don't do the screening well, that's another thing. The floor doesn't look even. It looks a little bit slanted. One side is, a little hilly. Another side is flat. Yes. And then if you don't apply them well, when you finish installing, it's either you're going to get echo when you hit on it.
Oh Lord.
Or sometimes after a few months or whatever, weeks, it starts removing. You step on it and it's shaking. You step on it and it starts shaking. It means it didn't get the preparation right.
There are some places where, in Kidose, in show of form, it's a wet area.
Yeah.
If you fix tiles there, because I've gone to certain places where a room, but water is still coming out of the tiles. What creates that problem?
Those ones are mostly either from the land, or it's either close to a sea or water body, or that area is actually naturally a waterlogged space.
I don't understand why we like building on waterlogged areas. Like you can determine where the water should pass.
Exactly. It looks like people are just obsessed with just buying land. So a lot of
they don't care where the land is.
I always say in Accra, buy land during the rainy season.
It's true.
Yeah, people say that
people are just obsessed with buying land. I've gotten some 10,000. Let me just go and buy some land and put. That is what a lot of people are thinking. So at that moment, they're not even thinking about where it is. Whether the place is safe and all that. Yes, all they are thinking is, let me just go and buy some land. Let me just get it. But please, buying land actually comes with lots of diligence. You have to check all these things. You have to check all this. Sometimes it's a waterlogged space, but they've actually tried to fill the place up to actually make you believe that water doesn't come to that level.
Right.
You get it?
Right.
Although it still doesn't stop it from being a waterlogged place. You get it? Most of the time, these are the two things. Unless sometimes too, it's just a technical issue when the building construction was ongoing. Either there's a burst pipeline in the wall. That can also cause that. So maybe after construction, after laying the blocks, they did some chiseling work here and there, and one of the plumbing lines got burst, but they didn't notice. So months later or years later, and those days usually you start realizing them after you move in and water starts running through the pipes for a while before it starts showing. Before it starts showing, so that's also another cause.
Wow. Aside, I think you showed us concrete. What can go wrong with that as well? I was gearing towards the concrete because it looks so nice. I feel like if you have a gym, that would be like the ideal floor.
Of course.
Yeah. So what can go wrong with that type of flooring?
For concrete most of the time has to do a lot of masonry work. And that is also another thing that also requires some level of precision. It has to look very smooth.
Yeah.
It has to look very smooth and straight, so you don't see those bumps in between. Concrete is one of the easiest to maintain. It's actually the easiest to maintain, and also probably I might say the easiest to install. Yes, that is, and also one of the easiest. It barely has as many cons as the others. So far as you can do it well, so far as you can get someone to make it look, as polished as the last time you were opting for. So for concrete, if you like that vibe, if you like that feel, I said they're good to go. Yes, if you want to avoid too many issues,
just go for concrete.
Yes. If you want to
are
avoid
there different colors? Could you?
So there aren't different colors, but then if you want to go for the polished surface, the ones with the polished surface, that is where you can have it look in a variety of ways. Yes, there are so many ways you can make it look.
When I see this tile and I'm thinking, wow, that's huge.
Yes.
So how would you install something like this without breaking it or cracking it?
So I think it was part of the first thing I said. One of the first things I said about size. Yeah. This is 120 by 60 cm.
Okay.
Right. This is one of the largest tiles, and there's 120 by 120.
Wow.
Yes, that is also very huge like that. Now, these type of tiles are usually ideal for very large spaces, like a room like this. Do you get it? Like a room like this. So instead of buying 60 by 60, about 50 boxes or 100 pieces, you just need about 50 pieces of this. Do you get it? So you just go for about this, and then this will actually, you need about 50 pieces of this instead of. So this makes the space look, as compared to what is here. These are very small tiles. Yes. Some people don't like too many grout lines in between them like that. If that is a problem for you, this is because in this case, the grout lines are going to reduce. Thereby avoiding too many lines, do you get it? So this will make it look ideal for you, and this also looks very contemporary and very minimal.
Yeah.
This makes the space look very minimal and contemporary, unless you don't really mind. Do you get it? So for large spaces, to reduce the quantity of installation, the amount of installation time and the quantity, you might want to go for large ones to reduce the number of grout lines and all those things, because the grout lines are going to make the place look a little busy.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Then if you don't like it, then this is also
an option.
Exactly, an option for you. Except the space is very small, like a bathroom floor.
You can't use these ones.
Bathroom floors. If you are using a bathroom floor, like a 10 square meter bathroom floor, and you are going for something like this, it means you have to do a lot of cutting. You have to cut them to be able to fit.
Might as well get smaller ones. Right, because the cutting crowd will give me high blood pressure. They'll make mistakes.
Exactly. It means you have to cut them into, which means at the end of the day, a lot of this would go waste.
Yeah. Hey, the very
broken
tiles so anymore. Isn't that what we do? Tiles now career they're going to be broken tiles.
We will throw them away.
Please no, broken tiles.
That's so true.
Broken tiles. Broken tiles.
Anyway, one time we should talk about it, right?
The broken tiles. Well, people, these days nothing go with nothing.
Sure, we use it for salon pan.
Find something to do with it.
We even put it in our gutter. Make a, instead of just doing plain concrete in your gutter, you can use broken tiles for your gutter.
Exactly. People use it for their rooms. People even use it for their rooms and bathrooms.
I've seen it in bathrooms before.
Broken tiles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting. Yes. Okay, we've spoken about concrete, we've spoken about tiles. What about wood? What can go wrong?
What can go wrong? Okay, so wood, I think I've said this several times, treatment. Treatment, if you don't treat it well. Be ready for future issues with termites.
Oh Lord.
Insects.
And I'm guessing with that you have to uproot everything and try again.
Yeah, some of them, sometimes depending on how they cut it and how they was installed, you can remove some of them. Unlike tiles, because of the concrete, you have to break. Yes. Sometimes, you might have to be a bit intelligent so you don't avoid too many breakages here and there, but other than that, so as compared to wood is usually easier to remove than this.
Tiles.
Yes,
but it's more expensive.
It's more, of course, wood is expensive. Wood is expensive unless you are going with the other options of wood, the engineered wood, the compressed ones. Yes, those ones are not like pure wood. Yeah, those are just particles of wood that have been engineered together to give you that same look.
So, many last words?
I think so. As we are wrapping up on the flooring, again, do not treat your flooring in isolation.
Okay.
Yes, it's most of the time in any room, it's actually one of the first things, if not the first thing that sets the tone. It is the largest surface in the room. Do you get it? So avoid ignoring it or choosing it most of the time, choosing it without having in mind what you intend to do. Yes, without having in mind what you intend to do with the rest of the space. Do you get it? So take your time and plan. Take your time and plan through it. If you are going for this black tiles, know that I'm going for black tiles and every other thing else should fall within. Yes, don't finish choosing black tiles and later realize that black tiles you cry I chose.
It won't help.
Exactly. It's more difficult than I thought. Please take your time and plan. If you think it's going to be more stressful for you, that's why I'm there.
Of course.
That's why I'm there. Just call me. Just call me. Just inbox me on Instagram or Facebook. I'll take that stress off your head. Don't worry.
Selim the Dream Maker, making dreams come true. She is the manager and founder of Ascento Projects Limited. So contact her so that she can take the headache and the burden away. We'll be right back after this. Don't go away.
Your health is in your hands, but at some point, it passes on to us. At Mintuba Hospital and Coloproctology Center, we believe that quality healthcare isn't a privilege, it's a right. Equipped with cutting-edge technology, we are fully prepared to effectively deal with all colorectal and proctological conditions. Our team of highly skilled doctors, surgeons, and nurses are renowned for their expertise in minimally invasive and painless laser, ligature, and longoproctological surgery. We are committed to providing a wide range of services to meet the diverse needs of our patients. Mintuba Hospital, your health is our priority. Visit Mintuba Hospital today or call us at 0244 581 541 or 0271 054 204. Mintuba Hospital, in to serve a peculiar health need.
How may I help you today?
We'd like to open a bank account.
Sign here, sign here, sign here, and here. And now you draw direction to your house. I need your thumbprint. And I'll need your birth certificate too. No, I need the original.
A lot has changed since you banked like this. So have we. We've made it easier than ever to open an account online and bank on the go through our mobile app, online banking, and more. EcoBank, a better way to bank your way.
Sign here, and here.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
I'm ready to give it my all, my talent, dedication, heart, everything for this journey. What's all this?
Welcome to the Breakers.
You need more than a rhythm to survive these phases.
No power. Another year is here. A new beginning. A fresh opportunity to draw closer to God and to one another. This family month, your family radio station, 97.3 CDFM, invites you and your loved ones to something truly special. The 2026 Family Consecration Service, a sacred gathering where families come together in prayer, faith, and unity. It's a moment to dedicate your home to God's loving care, to seek His protection, His guidance, and His peace over every household. Come and experience divine connection as we pray for strength, restoration, unity, and direction for our families. Married couples will also have the opportunity to renew their vows, reaffirming love, commitment, and purpose. The date is Friday, the 1st of May, 2026, from 6 a.m. to 12 noon. The venue is the Oil Dome, Royal House Chapel, Accra. Bring your entire family and come expectant. And let's commit our homes into God's hands. 2026 Family Consecration Service is powered by 97.3 CDFM with support from Channel 1 TV, because the family that prays together stays together.
Calls me in the power for Christ the solid.
Welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily Weekend right on Channel 1 TV. It's now time for sports. Yao AJ Minta joins us for the sports segment of the show. Yao, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, good morning.
How are you doing?
Thank you for having me. I'm doing very well.
I was listening to you on Panorama yesterday. You were having so much fun.
Oh, yeah. Yesterday, with the CEO of Latina Travel and Tours, they were partnering us throughout this World Cup journey. And so, yeah, she came in and she was so surprised with the level of energy that we brought to the show. And she had so much fun. And
I heard her say that she's been on many platforms.
Yeah.
The energy on
on the set, it was just infectious. It was just infectious. And she had so much fun. And yeah, she was able to walk us through what they have in store for fans who want to move over to the United States, Canada, and Mexico to enjoy the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And yeah, they are very attractive packages, so you should check them out on the various platforms and do business with them.
A week ago, we didn't have a coach. Now we have one.
Yeah.
Are you?
I like the way you framed it. I like the way you framed it.
Clearly. Are you content? That's my question to you.
Oh man, I'm loving you this morning. I'm content. I am content. I mean, it's not the greatest hire in the world. I mean, if I had my way, I would love to have Raleigh Regragui, the former coach of Morocco, being the Black Stars head coach. I would have loved a guy like Ruwan Mokoena, who South Africa, who coached Sundowns and recently coached Wydad Athletic Casablanca. Piso Motsimani wouldn't have been bad. He won the CAF Champions League with Al Ali. But bringing in Carlos Queiroz, it's far from not bad. It's a very, very good hire. It's a very, very good hire. And you always have to look at it from the context. We have just 2 months to the start of the World Cup. Ghana's first game is on 17th June. Yesterday was 17th April. So just 2 months. So bringing him in, a guy like Carlos Queiroz, I think it fits because he's very pragmatic. His style is very plain and simple. You defend very well. You stay organized at the back and try as much as possible to be quick in transitions and in counter-attacks. Whenever we get the ball, we shouldn't dilly-dally on the ball. We just go directly and try to score as many times as we can and defend as long as we can. Simple.
When will he officially meet the boys and have a training session?
Wow.
I feel like that needs to come before.
Well, that will be very difficult because Ghana's international friendly game is on 22nd May, and that's against Mexico. And because you have the season, the club season still ongoing or wrapping up, you are likely not to have a lot of the foreign-based players playing in that game. So it's very likely that a lot of the Ghana Premier League based players will be the ones to play that particular game. And so in terms of and realistically, most of them will be part of the 2026 FIFA World Cup squad. So in terms of having the guys that we realistically will use at the World Cup together, it will come at the end of May. It will come at the end of May when the club season ends. And so that is when realistically we should expect him to meet the boys as a group. But individually, I can confirm that he started reaching out to some of the guys, and we are likely to see him pop up at some of the guys' clubs, their training bases, and very soon I'm pretty sure we'll see one or two photos on the GFA platforms indicating or communicating that yes, Carlos Corres has met maybe Antoine Semenyo, he's met maybe Thomas Partey, he's met maybe Marvin Senaya of AJ Auxerre. We have quite a strong contingent of Black Stars players at AJ Auxerre in the French league. Elisha Owusu is there, Gideon Mensah is there.
Alidou Seydou.
Alidou Seydou is a Rennes, start Rennes.
Yeah, but in
France. I'm pretty sure he have to go on the full tour in France because quite a number of our Black Stars players are based in France. So that's what we are likely to see and expect from Carlos Corres.
Some people have said that on paper he's the most high-profile coach we've had.
Yes, hands down.
You agree?
Hands down. There's no question. This is the former assistant manager of Manchester United during the time of Alex Ferguson, Sir Alex Ferguson. He coached Real Madrid. He was the head coach of Real Madrid at the time.
That was an uninspiring stint.
Yes. At the end of the day, he coached Real Madrid. And the most important thing is, he coached Real Madrid during their Galacticos era. Galacticos era when they had David Beckham, when they had Zidane, when they had Ronaldo, the Brazil Ronaldo. You get it? So he's seen it all. He's hands down the most high-profile coach we've ever had. Have we ever hired a coach who has coached Real Madrid before? The highest we got was Chris Hughton, and he coached Brighton and Hove Albion in the English Premier League,
and Newcastle.
And Newcastle a little bit. And so you look at Brighton and Hove Albion and Newcastle, and you look at Manchester United and Real Madrid, golf. There's a golf in class, and so he's hands down the most high-profile hire we've had. And like I said, context matters. Per his style, per the demands of the job,
the circumstances
surrounding his hire. Yeah, I think he's the perfect fit for this
has
team.
Some of the technical members been, relieved of their duties, right?
Yeah,
so
per the reports we've had, Winfred Schaefer, who served as the technical director, has been relieved of his duties, and John Painter, who was one of the assistant managers or the assistant coaches, has also been relieved of his duties. And it's not surprising because these guys who are that high profile, they come in with their own squad, their own team. And again, it's down to look at the timing. You need to build a level of trust. You can't come in and build that high level of trust with, let's say, the Ghana folks who are in the technical team over a 2-month period.
That's true.
Especially when there's a lot at stake at the World Cup. You can't do that. And so he will definitely come in with guys that he's worked with over the years. And that's why I'm not surprised that some of the technical team members who were there during Otuado's time are being let go. I'm not surprised
I've heard
at all.
people make a case for the video analyst and the set piece specialist to say that maybe he needs to remain in the team because of the proven
track record,
limited successes we've seen with our set piece play.
Yeah, I mean, he for him you can make an argument, but at the end of the day,
it's still the head coach.
It's still the head coach's decision, and everyone sees things differently. Yes, you are the set piece head coach, or you are the set piece expert, but you are more focused on organization pre-kick or pre-snap, as they sometimes say. But maybe I'm Carlos Corres. I'm focused on the reaction. Maybe you are focused on the proactiveness of the players within that free kick sequence. And so, yeah, it could bring about differences because, like I said, the goal is the same. But how we get to reach or achieve that goal, it varies. And Carlos Corres is 73 years old. You know how these folks are. They are stuck in their ways. he has seen it all. So if he says we should do it this way, and these video analysts, they are quite young. They come with different ideas. There's a clash. Do you want that happening 2 months before the World Cup?
Should Fatal stay?
Fatal Dauda?
Yeah, as a
goalkeeper. Should he stay? Should he stay?
That's a long time to think about it.
Yeah, if you have to think about it,
then there's a problem.
That means there's a problem. But yeah, if he goes, fine. If he doesn't stay,
it doesn't change anything.
Yeah, I think it's an indifferent stance for me.
How's Kudus?
Kudus.
Hey.
Kudus is up in there, and the thing is, even Antoine Semenyo addressed it recently on a podcast, All Out football podcast, and he said it's very frustrating to have him get injured again. And at this point, I don't see him going to the World Cup.
I think he'll go to the World Cup.
No, because if he goes to the World Cup,
he'll miss the first.
How would he be effective? That's the thing. How would he be effective?
Is his injury that bad?
It's that bad. It's a quad injury.
Oh, Lord.
And he had recovered.
Yeah.
And in his in the process of his full recovery,
he had a relapse.
And Carlos Queiroz' style is physically demanding. So, I don't think he should go. And on top of that, he doesn't necessarily fit in with Carlos Queiroz' style. If we have to
the defensive, but you say there's also counter-attacking.
Yes,
there are very few people who can run with the ball.
Yes, he's like
Kudus. So then there's a role for him.
Yeah, there's a role for him, but it will likely be within a structure that wouldn't get the best out of Mohamed Kudus. And so, even people are starting to think like, okay, looking at Kudus's injury and Carlos Queiroz' hire, it could be a blessing in disguise for Ghana, because that means that we don't necessarily have to fit in Kudus into our starting lineup, and we don't have to force that whole number 10.
What's his best or most effective style of play?
Mohamed Kudus?
Yeah.
I mean, you should let him be a playmaker. Let him
in the 10 role.
In the 10 role, let him roll all over the place. One moment he's on the left side, one moment he's on the right side, another moment he's central. Give him the ball, let him do his thing.
Is he better when we are in possession or when we are
out of possession? He's better when we are in possession. I mean, we've seen him, his days at West Ham, we've seen the early part of his stay at Tottenham Hotspur, when they try to demand of him to be a bit more defensive minded, and he tried. You could tell that he's trying, but you could tell that he wasn't really at his best, and he wasn't really
and for
playing very well to his top level.
It is certain that we are going to be defensive.
Yes, and even if he wasn't a defensive-minded head coach, per his appointment and per the time that we have, the limited time that we have, if you were a smart coach, you were going to alter your style.
Because
you are going to alter your style, because you can't be trying to implement house-building triangle sequence of passing, playing through the middle like offensive-minded coaches do. No, it takes time. Those things take time. But staying compact at the back and letting the ball go as quickly as possible to speedy guys like Antoine Semenyo, Kamaldeen Suleiman, Jose Pencil and Co, Iñaki Williams. I think that's pretty easier to grasp than the whole complicated, complex thing. I know these guys are professionals, but at the end of the day, they are still human beings. And so you have to go with the simplest and pragmatic style of approach to aid them to boost their chances of winning. Yeah. Today we have some big games coming up. You can join us on the Republic of Football on Channel 1 TV and on CTFM from 2 to 5 p.m. The big one is Chelsea taking on Manchester United. Liam Rossiniu, who is the head coach of Chelsea, he's under a lot of pressure because the results haven't been coming. People have been calling for his head. I think, that's very premature because I make this point. Looking at the games that Chelsea have lost, how many of those games would you pin it on Liam Rossiniu for his shortcomings in terms of tactics?
I disagree with you.
But for the most part, it is down to...
You can't lose 8-2 and tell me that it wasn't tactics.
It is down to...
That 5-2 we lost. It was tactics.
Just before I go, okay. So they go away to France against PSG of all teams. They are 2-2, tied, 2-2. 72nd minute, 74th minute, they are poised to draw the game away from home against the UEFA Champions League champions.
Poised to draw is not the same as drawing.
But against PSG, then guess what?
Maresca beats PSG 3-0.
Guess what? Their goalkeeper gets the ball away to PSG and they score. It ends the game.
It collapses.
The system.
But the goalkeeping is also
and the next
coaching.
thing you know, boom, 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 they concede 2 more because they collapse the system.
But the goalkeeping instructions also coaching.
It's coaching, but at the end of the day, you are a professional. You are being paid top level money. I need you to deliver. And if you can't deliver a simple pass, how is that the coach's fault?
Your point has been well made.
We'll continue
7
this
p.m. Chelsea and
United, Manchester United.
Then
yes.
tomorrow, our time.
Arsenal and Manchester
Is it a
City.
title decider?
Yes, it is.
Much.
Yes, so you can join us on City 97.3 FM and on Channel 1 TV, Republic of Football from 2 to 5, and enjoy the best of analysis.
All right. Don't forget to send in your pictures, though, for the birthday, 0204-447-033. And we'll wish birthdays, with pictures and all of that now. But it's great seeing you. See you tomorrow, bright and early, 7 a.m. Bye.
Heartbreak hurts. But how do you move on without becoming bitter? This week on Lifeline, join Bishop Fred Kranchi-Mensah and his guest, Professor Osafo-Edu, as we begin the conversation on healing after heartbreak, moving on without bitterness. How do you let go of the pain without losing yourself in the process?
Welcome to Lifeline. This is where psychology meets with theology to try to offer explanations to life and to help you to rise above the challenges